followers of Rohan!
There was an older tale.
Arise!
The Lord of the Rings, the Robert of Rohirrim. So the Lord of the Rings franchise is known for being very popular and well known. So unsurprisingly, there would be an adaptation of the franchise. But however, not only will it be a vehicle and the first animated movie in the franchise in over 46 years, but the movie will also be animated in anime. And I gotta say that as many, I think that a lot of the Rings movies are actually quite amazing. And as crazy as the idea of a Lord of the Rings anime movie sounds, I actually do think that it will have some great potential that can make this movie a really worthwhile experience. So now that the Lord of the Rings are finally back on the big screen, will this movie be as good as Return of the King of our adaptations of movies animated in anime a bad idea? Well, let's find out. No spoilers for anyone who hasn't seen this movie. So now let's talk about the story. And when it comes to the story, it may sound like it has some great potential, but however, the execution just really isn't. So the story is about the main character called Hiva, who is a really nice main character who rides horses, but however who becomes powerful and accidentally kills Wolf's dad. And it causes Wolf to be so mad that he goes on a vow. So now it's up to Hiva and all of her friends to go stop Wolf from doing the vow.
We come with an offer to strengthen Rohan.
So the biggest problem with the story is that the writing is generally not good. Not good, and also not to mention that the pacing, that with it being over 2 hours and 40 minutes, the pacing can be very messy, where it's about too fast and also too slow, which makes this, which suffers most of the story, which feels very disappointing. The little best thing about the story is that the music is that it's definitely not the whole story. And there were ways that, and despite it being a Lord of the Rings movie, it could have been, the writing could have been possibly much worse. And however, with that, the writing in this movie and story is very disappointing. So now let's talk about the animation. And since this is animated in anime, made despite the writing not being good, being generally weak, the animation in this movie actually looks great. The first out of it, the character designs, they look like Lord of the Rings characters being incorporated into anime, and also the backgrounds look quite really nice with it actually looking like a painting. And also not to mention there were some creatures like the giant eagle that actually looks quite fun to watch back-ended survival very colorful. Any character animation is generally quite smooth, enough smooth, catch that anime style, and since this is a Lord of the Rings movie, we cannot talk about the action scenes that look actually really good, and even quite intense at times.
Fire!
There's so many of them.
And also the place of Rohan itself actually looks quite nice. But however, if there is one downside about the animation, and it isn't the flaw, and it might sound kind of weird, but however, there is something about the anime style that doesn't seem the most fitting in the movie. I wouldn't say that the anime style in the movie looks terrible. In fact, it's actually quite funny. Actually, I feel like that. I just feel like that the movie wouldn't change if the movie was animated in a different style. But however, does that make the animation bad? Absolutely not. Up to the point where the animation and the animation can be possibly the best part of this movie. So now let's talk about the characters. And when it comes to the characters, they may feel like they are both lovable, but however, because the writing is generally really weak, the characters haven't really that lovable. I wouldn't say that they are dislikable, but not all of them are the most lovable. So now let's start with Hera, who's this brave female protagonist who just wants to stop Wolf from doing the war and the rampage.
Our fathers speak as if I were not even in the room.
I do not want to marry you.
And there is also the old woman who helps Shiva, and there is also the witch who is possibly good, and there is he was dead despite being the death of Shiva. He is also very violent and quite hot-tempered. And there is also the guy with the orange hair, who is quite a good character too. And finally, there is also the villain of the movie called the Wolf, who becomes evil because she was dead accidentally killed him, which caused him to do a war and cause a big rampage.
The boy I knew would never wish for war.
The boy you knew is gone.
And there were also some cameos like Gandalf. And also I want to say that the voice acting is actually not bad in this. Not bad in this movie. And it's possibly one of the best parts of the characters. So So while I wouldn't say that the characters in the movie are hateable, they could have easily been executed much better. You know, I want to say that this movie is not bad. In fact, there were actually some good things about this movie. But however, when compared to the other movies, it is a disappointment. The Lord of the Rings, The Rohirrim is a disappointingly mediocre adaptation that while has some good things like great animation that is inspired by anime and good voice acting, and not to mention an enjoyable score, it couldn't help the movie with it disappointingly really weak writing and kind of mediocre characters and very messy pacing. So as for my recommendation, I will say that if you are a big Lord of the Rings fan and a big anime fan in general, well, then I at least recommend this movie. But however, to people who aren't the extreme fans of the movie, I highly recommend to just wait till it wait till you rent it, or maybe just stick with the other movies. In fact, I'd recommend to the not Lord of the Rings fans to stick with another Transformers one, because at least it's good. And that's why I'm saying that this movie was meh and gets a 5 out of 10. You know this isn't the worst adaptation in the world, but however it is mostly disappointingly mediocre.